What's going on, everybody? Today we are talking about endotoxins. The scientific term is called LPS, or lipopolysaccharide. Endotoxin is found in many gut issues: diabetes, Alzheimer's, dementia, arthritis, inflammation. And specifically myself had a lot of issues, as well as Nick, dealing with a lot of systemic inflammation in our joints, in our gut, always being bloating, always being gassy, burping, GERD could be a symptom. But when you look at all these issues we're dealing with in the gut and throughout the entire body, endotoxin is synonymous with all of these issues. And if we can add in some simple solutions while avoiding stress-causing foods, we can set ourselves up for success, increasing our energy levels, reducing our stress on the system, getting better sleep, and having a better mood. So with endotoxin, what happens is when we eat stress-causing foods, and we'll get into detail about it, they don't get fully digested. So these stress-causing foods are foods like polyunsaturated fats, PUFA for short, and we've talked about this in our stress-causing foods: excessive nuts, seeds, legumes, beans, and soy.
All anti-nutrients.
And I'll continue writing, but these foods are going to not fully digest properly in the stomach and small intestine. When we eat foods, we want to eat easy to digest foods. In-season fruits, maple syrup, honey, and I'll put again a list below in the video. And what happens when these foods break down? They break down and bacteria begin to eat these foods, and we don't want that to happen because those bacteria release endotoxin, or lipopolysaccharide. And this, over time, day in and day out, ever since we were a kid, again, starts to disrupt and break into the gut lining. It starts to tear down your gut lining and creates leaky gut, stuff like that. And these bacteria get into the bloodstream. When the bacteria leak into the bloodstream, the body sends an immune reaction. It stimulates an immune response. And in the video, Georgie Dinkoff talks about how this immune response, again, built up over time and time again, is like a external pathogen coming into the body. But it's actually happening inside of the body because we're eating these stress-causing foods. And this immune system gets stimulated day in and day out throughout our entire life and builds up over time. And that's the issue, is it begins to require energy to spike this immune system response. Most people don't even have energy nowadays. And it's just another stress in our body that we want to begin to eliminate and mitigate as much as possible. So Georgie also explains in the video, and I'll put that video below, how this endotoxin, again, it's related in so many diseases out there. And if we can do some specific food choices, we can, again, set ourselves up for success. So what else is going to create endotoxin breakdown? We got excessive nuts, seeds, legumes, beans, soy. We have raw green veggies. And we have processed and fortified foods. Again, all of these foods are very hard to digest. PUFA and vegetable oils, of course, in our recent video. We discuss how these are all stress-causing foods, and inherently these foods break down and release endotoxin. It gets into the large intestine and the colon, and we don't want food going that far in our intestines. Now, what can we do? Again, we can begin to eliminate and mitigate as many of these foods out of our life. And then as far as solutions, eating, like we talked about, easy to digest foods. Now it's going to be tough for you to see. Number 2, we could get in some activated charcoal. Activated charcoal has been shown in animal studies to reduce endotoxin, again, and to increase our lifespan 20 to 30% longer. This was done in animal studies. Activated charcoal will help bind to that bacteria in the intestine and help pull it out. We recommend taking activated charcoal 1 to 2 times a week on an empty stomach away from food. Number 3 is going to be shredded carrot salad. Shredded carrot salad means shred a carrot long ways, and you could put some coconut oil, put some olive oil, put some sea salt on top. And this is not for nutrition. This is for, again, it's going to help bind to that endotoxin and pull it out of the colon and large intestine, and of course eliminate it through the stool. 3 to 5 days a week is what we recommend for shredded carrot salad. Personally, I do the shredded carrot salad on the days I don't do activated charcoal. Number 4 is going to be investing in systemic enzymes or Just Thrive's probiotic. So those are, again, these are pretty much easy things to begin to start with. If you want to take it up a notch, you can invest into systemic enzymes. We'll have the link below, as well as Just Thrive's spore-based probiotics. The systemic enzymes contain nattokinase, serrapeptase, which have been shown to, again, help break down fibrin inside of the gut. And fibrin has been basically created from endotoxin and polyunsaturated fats, as well as iron accumulation in the body. And fibrin essentially is going to suffocate your cells from being able to uptake oxygen. So if you can't uptake oxygen, you cannot produce energy. Just Thrive's spore-based probiotics, again, we'll attach that below, as well as a detailed interview that Matt Blackburn has on his podcast, Mind of Life Radio, where he has the microbiologist of the spore-based probiotic explaining the 4 influencer strains that help, again, reculture the gut. Most probiotics out there on the market are complete trash and garbage, and he explains that because their survivability rate is little to none, and they just get thrown out through your stool. So spore-based, if you can look into it, spore-based probiotics are going to be a better option. Again, those have also been shown to reduce endotoxin by 42%. We'll put discount codes for these 2 below. If you're interested, you can use the code ConsciousLift to save some money. It helps us out to people like Matt and people who run these companies that we've talked to personally. And we know the owners, we know the people behind these products, and we stand behind them because they focus on health. And of course, they've had a lot of health issues themselves, so they understand. So again, if we want to reduce our endotoxin load, we want to have more energy, we want to have better sleep, we want to reduce inflammation, we want to have less gut issues, bloating, gassiness. We got to focus on eliminating these stress-causing foods, and we have to focus on adding in solutions. Easy to digest foods, activated charcoal, shredded carrot salad, systemic enzymes, and Just Thrive probiotics. I've seen such a tremendous benefit by doing even these 3 at the top. Start there. Again, while you do this, it's only going to help give the body more energy, because every time this endotoxin gets released into the gut, your body has to stimulate more energy production. And if you don't have energy to get up and do stuff throughout the day, how do you expect to continue living your life at your optimal state when you're still doing these stress-causing habits? So again, if you see value in this content, like, subscribe, share it with somebody, because endotoxin and lipopolysaccharide is not talked about much. It's causing a lot of issues in today's society. We have to educate ourselves, we have to be aware of it. Again, we will put a bunch of resources below if you want to continue educating yourself on this issue. And we will see you on the next video. Don't forget, we have our foundational fitness program phase 1 up on the website. If you have any questions about that, or you want to schedule a free consultation with us, do so there. We'll put all the links below, and we'll see you on the next video.